Everybody back there? Come on up. You don't have to be shy. You. There we go. So first of all, hello. My name is Brad Fortier. I am the interim Illumination project coordinator. And with me tonight is...
I'm Ariana. I am a student educator, and I've been in the Illumination project for a year. Yeah. Yay!
So, yay! Good. So for those of you who are new to an Illumination project performance, first and foremost, we are a project that is put on by the Sylvania Women's Resource Center and also supported in part by their theater department and their sociology departments. And what we study in the Illumination project is social change theater, or something called theater of the oppressed, which was created by a Brazilian theater activist named Augusto Boal.
Yes, the Illumination project is a year-long student leadership and campus climate provides an opportunity for 20 ECC students to become student educators. We study different forms of oppression such as racism, sexism, classism, homophobia, and transphobia. We also learn communication, theater, and leadership skills. Students write a play and produce the shows, including creating the posters, programs that we have today, and doing community outreach and developing audience education materials. All the plays are based off of real experiences that all the students have had to collaborate into one play, one or two plays essentially.
Nice. Thanks, Ariana. So today we're focused on the topic of transphobia. And honestly, we've only written one play on transphobia. We probably could have written 100 plays and still not touched on every aspect of transphobia. We bring this up because if you're in the audience and that's your experience and you're watching this and you're like, well, they touch on that part of transphobia and they kind of look at this element of it, but they kind of miss this other thing. Trust us, we know. We're only going to be together for an hour and a half today, so there's only so much we can get to in that time. So if we don't quite touch on your personal experience, we just ask that you don't be offended by that. We mean no disrespect.
Okay, so the plays are short, they're only like 10 to 15 minutes. We do play once through, like all the way through, to show the problems of today's topic, which is transphobia. In the play, there will not be a resolution, so there is no solving of the problems. We don't do that. You guys do that. The second time around, audience members can shout stop, and when you see a problem happening, you can come up and choose a character and take a place in the scene to change the situation to a positive solution. Then we will see how it changes the scene.
Thanks. So whenever any of you says stop, there's certain guidelines we're going to ask you to follow. We're going to ask that you do not replace a character or characters who actually seem to be causing the problem. It's actually better if you replace, if you have a trans identity, if you replace the person who's receiving the problem, or if you're someone who identifies as an ally, to replace a friend to the person who's experiencing that problem. So, I'm sorry?
Okay. We will be reminding you this, none of us have trans identities, so we would not feel comfortable playing a trans person. So I'd feel more comfortable playing an ally in this situation.
Cool. So, who here has ever seen or experienced transphobia? A lot of people. All right. So when that happened, how many of you did something or you didn't do something? Or no, reverse that. Either you did not do something or you did do something, but you were just like, that didn't work out the way I had hoped. Okay, quite a few people. So here's the thing, we don't often get to rehearse for those moments in life when that kind of stuff happens. So I want to invite you to see this event as that opportunity to practice that stuff, to get up, to try something out, see how it plays, and then we'll talk about, you know, what worked, what didn't, and ways to kind of make some improvements and try. So this is what this event is all about. And actually I wanted to do a quick exercise that I think is a really fun metaphor, well, an interesting metaphor for what it's like to work towards equity and inclusion. So you're going to need free hands. And I want you to take one of your hands, just make a circle with it. Big circle, there you go, circle of life, I like it. All right, keep that, we'll bring it back in a second. Take your other hand, make a big X right in front of you. So while you're making that big X, I want you to bring the O back and do them both at the same time. See if you can do that. Is that, how's that? No? Okay, let's put them down. Let's put them down. Nice. Okay. So, that was difficult, right? Yeah. Could anybody do that? Did you find you could actually do that? Nice, you got a couple good, all right. See, got some people practicing. So, but that's a good sign. It means it's not impossible, you know. But in terms of taking action to create a more inclusive community, it's not impossible. It just takes practice. That's kind of the point of that.
We would like to take a moment to ask the student educator to come on stage to introduce themselves, so that sometimes they may play characters you may not like very much, but we want you to get to know them a little as wonderful student educators that they are.
Awesome. So we'll start at the far end over there. Who's all the way down there? There we go.
Hi, I'm Kate. I will be stage managing today. Need anything? Take me down.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I too will be stage managing. Same thing goes. If you need anything, just holler. Ish. That's way.
Hi, my name is Katrina, and I will be playing Miss Schatz, a teacher in the play.
Hey, my name is Kirena, and I will be playing Luca.
I'm Susie, and I'll be Kian today.
Hey, my name's Asher, and I'll be playing the part of Corey today.
I'm Christy, and I'll be playing Lily. And my name is Miranda, and I will be playing the protagonist, Tracy. I am Melissa, and I'll play me, and I'll be the third stage manager.
Alright, okay, thank you, student educators. They're going to be getting ready for their first run-through of this play. And the play we're performing today is called Cis-Stemic. And this is that run-through where we don't say stop. So even though you might want to, or you probably will want to, please don't. You'll get plenty of opportunity for that in the second part. So without further ado, I welcome you to Cis-Stemic.
Hey! Oh, sorry I'm late. So I was packing my room and look what I found.
What's this?
It's the card that you wrote me when you told me you were transgender.
Oh my gosh. Is it as corny as I remember it?
No, it's worse.
Dear Luca, I wanted to thank you for being so supportive and helping me match my outside with my inside. Love, Tracy, formerly known as Adam. This seems like forever ago.
It does, doesn't it? I know this is all sappy, but I really am glad that you trusted me enough to tell me and that we became such good friends.
Me too.
Okay, enough of that nonsense. You're going to make me cry and you know how I feel boring.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, I have something for you too. Well, it's also for me, but it's for you too.
It's BFF keychains. Thank you.
I mean, look, if we're going to be roommates, then obviously we need matching keychains.
I am so excited for next month, the partner shopping.
Oh, I couldn't imagine a better person to share a space with.
You know, since we are going to be roommates, I thought that you're going to have to let me borrow everything. Even that scarf that you just got.
That's negotiable. Like, say if you got me a discount on rent. Shoot, what time is it?
It's 10 till 9.
Oh, shoot. I'm gonna be late for that.
Oh, okay.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, thanks for the keychains. See you.
Oh yeah, I'll see you in health class. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
End scene.
Scott, Amber, Danielle Lawrence. Okay, Luca, up here.
Sorry, I got lost.
It's okay, Miss.
Lawrence?
Danielle.
Well, only my mother calls me that. Everyone else calls me Lily.
Okay, Lily. Here is a copy of the syllabus. Go ahead and take a seat. Adam Ross.
Hi. I emailed you a few days ago.
Okay, what's your name?
Tracy. I emailed you on Wednesday.
Okay, don't have a Tracy on my class list. Did you email me about the wait list?
It was about something else. Can we talk like outside or?
Hold on. Okay, so I'm not seeing a Tracy on my class list or my wait list, but you're here.
I emailed you about my name.
Okay, can you refresh my memory? Did you get married?
No, I'm getting a name change, like legally.
Oh, okay, I remember your email now, Tracy. You used to be Adam Ross, right? Okay, Tracy, I have no problem using your preferred name, but you are going to need to go to the registration office and have that preferred name updated on the class list. That way this doesn't happen again. I mean, you don't want people calling you Adam when you don't look like Adam anymore. Okay, class, so because of the intimate nature of personal health topics, I like to split the class into 2 groups and keep those groups within the same genders. So let's have all the girls come on over to the left side of the room, and we'll have all the guys go on over to the right side. Tracy, I think we should put you with the girls, but I'm not sure if they're going to be comfortable with that. How about you go ahead and stay put for today, follow along with what you can, and I'll talk to everyone. We should have a group for you by next class, okay? Luca, come on, you're over on this side.
End scene.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
I'm just using the restroom. Is something wrong?
Yeah, we were just in health class. The teacher called me Adam. That's a guy, you know. He was in my class.
What do you mean he?
You need to leave.
I'm just washing my hands. I'm almost done.
You're in the wrong bathroom. Can you believe this?
Wait, what are you saying?
I'm just washing my hands.
This is a woman's room. You are a guy. You need to get out. I think it would be safer if we waited outside. And if you don't go, I'm calling security.
No, you don't have to do that. I'm leaving. thought it was okay to be in here. Who knows what he was even doing? So disgusting.
End scene.
Hey, don't worry about it. You've had a bad day. You just need to make some friends. I mean, now that you are a girl, you can start with a fresh slate, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know if I want to be around so many people at once. I mean, is it going to be safe?
I really never worry about you. Don't worry. They will all love you. I promise. Hey, good to see you.
Hey.
Corey, I would like to meet Tracy, and Tracy is Corey. Yeah, Tracy.
Oh, right. Hey, didn't I see you earlier in school?
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh, I guess I spoke too soon. I think you have introductions done already. Why don't you get to know Corey while I grab some drinks?
Over there. Let's go.
What's up?
Not much, just trying to get over a bad day.
Oh, don't worry. Just gotta have some fun.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, I hear you used to be a guy?
Wait, what?
Yeah, you know, transvestite. Luca told me.
What? Lucas said that?
Yeah, but don't get the wrong impression. I'm totally cool with it. I actually think it's pretty interesting if you ask me.
Oh, interesting?
Yeah, I mean, you look great. Just like a girl.
Oh, thanks, I guess.
Oh, for sure. Say, are those real?
What? No, I mean, yes, but like...
Oh, don't worry. I mean, I'm totally cool. I'm so down with this. But I gotta know. You had the surgery?
No, that's not something that you should really be asking.
Oh, no, don't worry. Okay. I've always been a bit curious myself.
Luca?
Yeah, where are those drinks at?
Oh, just a minute.
Okay. Yeah, so, anyways, I want to feel like a girl, right?
Okay, I think I forgot my phone in Luca's car. I have to... I'll be right back.
Be around.
Luca, what the heck? You told people?
What? Who?
You outed me.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I thought I was helping. I just wanted to make sure that people were cool with it and that you would be comfortable at the party.
Well, congrats. I'm not. Can we go?
Shelly just texted me and I'm her right. If you just for like 15 minutes.
Actually, she says she's about 10 minutes out.
Shelly, no, I mean, I don't know if I can trust you anymore. In fact, I don't know if we should be roommates anymore. Here, here's your stupid keychain. You can give that to Shelly. I'm leaving.
No, Tracy, wait. You're not with us for a bit.
No, I'm walking.
Tracy! Who was that?
Hey, so, make sure she gets home all right.
Is she gonna be okay?
And that was Cis-Stemic. Okay. Lovely Ariana joins me again. So we're going to take a minute while they're sitting up for the second scene to go over the guidelines for interventions. And interventions are what we call it when you say stop and come up and take the place of someone else. So actually, let's just practice like that part. So on the count of 3, if you could just throw one of your hands up and loud and proud say stop. We'll try that. 1, 2, 3.
Stop!
Oh, same thing.
I can hear that.
Okay, we need a little more oomph, some spirit. So 1, 2, 3.
Stop!
There it is. I feel like stopping.
Okay, so first we want to remind you to not replace a character you perceive causing a problem. Now, why would we ask that for the guidelines?
I mean, you can stop people from talking. but you can also educate or try to educate people. Like it's like the leading their problem.
Great. Yeah, you can't, people are going to say things. You can't wave a magic wand and make them go away. Yep, exactly. The second guideline is that we encourage you to take the place of someone you could imagine yourself being in the future. Why would we ask that?
Because theater of the oppressed is rehearsal for the revolution.
Exactly. It's rehearsal for yourself. It's rehearsal to be you in these situations. Thank you. And also, you were talking before about who you'd like to replace.
Oh, I would be comfortable replacing a ally to be a supporting role.
Yeah, because neither one of us has a trans identity, so we wouldn't take the place of Tracy. But we'd probably take the place of one of her friends, or even if you wanted to be an extra person in a situation, you could even be that. So we welcome all different kinds of interventions. There's one that we ask that you refrain from, and that is anything that hurts our actors. And in return, we promise that we won't hurt you. So fair is fair.
After each intervention, we will ask the actors how the character feels about the intervention. We want to remind the audience that the actors will be speaking with their characters, not themselves as individuals.
So, and we want you to let you know that we realize our plays are not going to solve all of the problems around transphobia. You know, our hope here today out of this event is so that you leave with maybe a strategy or two, some language, and some experience around how to stand up and be an ally in these situations, or how to stand up and have your voice be heard. So, because we feel, you know, I mean, we're here to kind of create an inclusive community, and all of your efforts, all of your rehearsal attempts, and all of your ideas today really help us move towards that. So we just want to thank you for that as we go into the second go-through. So with that, we are going to go into the second run-through of Cis-Stemic. Where you get to change the outcome.
Scott, Rachel, Danielle Lawrence, Luca, here.
Oh, sorry, I got lost.
It's okay, Miss
Lawrence?
Danielle.
Well, only my mother calls me that. Everyone else calls me Lily.
Okay, Lily, here is a copy of the syllabus. Go ahead and take a seat. Adam Ross.
Hi, I emailed you a few days ago.
Okay, and what's your name?
Tracy, I emailed you on Wednesday.
Okay, I don't see Tracy on the class list. Did you email me about the wait list?
No, it was about something else. Can we talk like outside or?
Okay, hold on. Okay, don't see on the class list or the wait list, but you're here.
I emailed you about my name.
Okay, can you refresh my memory? Did you get married?
No, I'm getting a name change, like legally.
Oh, okay, I remember your email now, Tracy. You used to be Adam Ross, right?
Stop.
I've got to rewind and ask, is there a problem here? Speaking of that, is there a person you'd like to replace here?
Sure. I'll be our UC.
Okay.
With that, I'll be with that.
And where should we rewind it to?
Maybe when the instructor says like Adam Ross.
Okay. So we'll go back to that one.
Adam Ross?
Hi, I emailed you a few days ago.
Okay, what's your name?
Tracy, I emailed you last Wednesday.
You're Tracy Ross, right?
Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Tracy Ross.
Okay, I don't see a Tracy on my class list.
I'm sure you checked under Ross.
Yes, but that's Adam, and you said your name's Tracy? Okay,
I feel super queer on this. And I noticed that for the other student, you were able to manage the name situation. Can we maybe talk out in the hallway?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk to Tracy right now. I'm not sure why you're getting involved with this.
Yeah.
So you were saying your name, I don't see a Tracy on my class list or my wait list, so.
Yeah, can we talk like outside?
Okay, sure, let's take a step outside.
So I'll start by debriefing you. So what was your hope or your goal when you came up here?
My goal was just to interrupt the isolating and targeting, like try to interrupt the momentum, and it was awkward because I definitely didn't want to take over for Tracy and also wanted to demonstrate some support or like create some space in the situation, so I didn't really know what I was going to do.
Okay. Do you feel good about how it turned out?
That depends on how Tracy feels.
Okay. Well, thank you. And before I come out and talk to the characters, I want to talk to you all. So, what changed? What was different between the original Luca and new Luca? What did you see change?
Support.
Support. Nice.
She had Tracy's back.
She had Tracy's back. Anything change in Tracy? Yeah.
Tracy's request to speak in private was eventually honored.
Yeah, we saw.
Eventually got around to it, yeah.
Yeah, we saw the instructor kind of reconsider that. Yeah.
Gave Tracy an option she didn't have before, at least an idea, to step outside and request to go in the hall and talk about that rather than make it a public conversation.
Yeah. So we see some shifting there. Good. Okay. So I'm going to come back through here, and I'm going to end with Tracy. I'll start with Ms. Schatz. So Ms. Schatz, in comparison to the original go-through, I mean, it seems like you heard, Luca stepped in and said something, and there was a little bit of like, I don't know why I'm talking to you. Could you tell me about that?
Well, I mean, she spoke up for her friend. I'm assuming they're friends. And I'm not sure why she did, and I guess there's something that needs to be talked about. I mean, you have 3 classes and like 50 students, so going through this whole figuring out who's on the class list or the wait list, it gets repetitive, and it's usually pretty simple that we can just clear it up in front of the class, no big deal. But I guess with the insistence, I understand, I guess, having to step outside for that.
Okay, thank you. I think Lily, is it? I mean, Lily, how did this situation change for you?
It seemed a bit disorganized.
Uh-huh.
I was mostly like trying to read the syllabus, but it just seemed to be taking on the fly.
Okay, disorganized, it took a long time. And then Tracy, this Luca had a different approach. How did that feel for you?
Well, at first, she acted like she didn't know me. My friend. I don't know what that was about. But besides that, it was good to have someone having my back, but, I got a little bit tense for a bit because I thought that this was going to turn into me witnessing an argument with 2 other people. But, in the end, I got my way, and that's good. That said, I don't know if some of the students made the connection for the 2 and 2 with my last name.
Okay, so that's a question. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, I want to come back out for you all, and does anybody else have an idea they want to try in this moment? This is definitely about practicing. And remember, you can kind of take, you can be an extra student, you can be one of these other people. Yeah?
Well, for the student, Tracy, I would maybe suggest before each class.
Well, so here's what we do. Yeah, you came in a little late. So if you have an idea, we come up and do it, and you can come up and replace people who you identify with. So yeah, we usually try and avoid recommendations and try and do actions so we can see it. Do you have an idea on that end?
Yeah, I can be Tracy if you want.
Well, do you have a trans identity?
No.
Okay, so that's one of the rules. You can't replace the trans person if you don't have a trans identity. But you could be another student. You want to be another student?
Oh, my suggestion was, not right now.
Not right now?
Somebody might already done it.
Well, you've seen the only one that's been done, so. Okay, anybody else? Ideas?
Can I have a question?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering why when it comes to Tracy, the instructor called her by her first name, but for other students, she called everybody by their last name.
So Ms. Shots. So you called. So which first name are we talking about?
Like when she was going through the list, she was asking for the last name, and when it came to Tracy, she called her Adam. Like suddenly first names matter when it comes to her.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I'm asking why.
So just to be clear, because once upon a time, Tracy was Adam.
Oh no. Okay, I
Yeah,
can do
there
that.
you go.
Yeah.
You're coming up with an idea. All right, so we've got a new Luca, new idea. And should we start again at that same spot with the names? Okay, good. Here we go, Ms. Shots.
Adam. Can you feel like Adam?
Yes. Oh Lord. Like
Oh,
when
because
you
before
started,
she came in.
yeah. You started calling.
Scott. Rachel.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You're asking for the first name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you start with last names because people can have similar first names? And maybe some people have preferred names, so to acknowledge people's preference, can people go last names?
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, we have a couple of people that have I have two Smiths in here, but not everybody has the same first name, so I go by first name, and if there's confusion, then I can throw in the last name.
I guess people here are really comfortable with having last names, right?
Okay, well, I'm the instructor, and this is how I was trained to do it, so I'm going to do it the way I was trained to do it, but thank you for your input. So, Scott. Danielle. Danielle Lawrence. Okay. Luca.
Okay, so we've got some I want to come to you first. So what was your hope for that?
I was hoping to be a good ally with my friend and stop the whole name and having her preferred name people and just ask for a last name so that she, like everybody in class would understand what's happening and my new friend here don't get in a separate attention.
Okay. Okay. And how do you feel that turned out? How do you feel about the outcome?
I guess generally instructors are more open, especially when students are even asking like nothing but everybody are asking. They try understand because these things are happening every day.
Right.
And then I'm telling her because some people have preferred names. And maybe I should have told her that maybe some people are transgenders, or I don't know.
Did you want to try again? You want to try again?
No, she seems pretty strict about it.
Okay. Thank you. So what went on? Let's list it out. I was coming back up to you. Yeah.
I think what went wrong was the shop's attitude. And like failure to respect your students.
So a little bit of a power struggle with this one.
I don't know about power struggle, it's a bad attitude. Yeah.
Okay. So.
I can generally respect people when they speak.
Okay. Attitude issue. Anything else change over in here? Not so much. Okay. I want to come out and talk to the characters. So, I never had Danny Lily. So, Ms. Schatz, this student had a concern over names, and you just kind of push back on her.
Well, I was trained to go through a class list a certain way. Last names, we do have a number of instances where people have the same last name. And it wasn't so much that, I didn't have respect for her. It's just I'm a new teacher, and I've had instances where my authority has been questioned because I'm younger and a new teacher. And so I just found it's easier to follow the policy and to stick with the policy and the way it's done and not to deviate too much from that.
Okay, policy. Good, thanks. Tracy, how did you feel in this moment?
I don't know what to say. I can see what Will is trying to do. It didn't end up working, but I'm glad she tried. So I don't know what I was going to do.
Still in that space. Okay. Cool. I wanted to talk about some things, like the whole mention of policy made me think of something. So when we're talking about systemic issues like homophobia, transphobia, racism, all that kind of stuff, what do you think of when I say systemic? What am I talking about? What's the system? Yeah, what are the system or systems that kind of keep these things in play or reinforce these things?
Institutionalized authority.
Institutionalized authority, and what institution are we in?
Educational.
Education, that's a big one. What other things in our society create rules? Yeah.
Healthcare.
Healthcare, big one, especially for trans people. I think it's a big issue. Government, maybe? Am I missing anything? Healthcare, government, education, those are pretty big. There's the other one, media. So there's a lot of things that that come forward in terms of kind of ensconcing or reproducing these behaviors and things like that. So, yeah. Religion, yeah. Yeah, I would say like cultural factors like that, for sure, have a lot to do with it. So, in instances, sometimes when we see this kind of behavior where someone is put upon, think of all those ways that people kind of call that system back into place. It's not the policy, it's my job, things of that nature to kind of not necessarily address the real situation going on. So I wanted to just kind of call that into the conversation, into the room, in terms of how some of these things play out. So, does anybody else have something that they would like to try in this moment, with this situation? I think we should move on. And I'd love to have Ariana come on and do a little bit of the Joker in here and try some things out. So we're going to go ahead to the bathroom scene, and we'll do that. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Great. Oh, will you be in charge for a bit?
The bathroom scene.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
I'm just using the restroom. Is something wrong?
Yeah, we were just in class. The teacher called me Adam. That's a guy, you know, he was just in my class. What do you mean he? You're in the wrong restroom. You need to leave.
I'm just watching
Stop!
You have a stop. What character would you like to play as?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And where would you like to start from?
Let's see that sports game.
Okay.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just using the bathroom. Is something wrong?
Yeah, we were just in health class. The teacher called me Adam. That's a guy, you know, we were just in class. He was in my class. He or she. His name is Adam. He was in my class.
So is that public restroom? And
It's a woman's restroom?
yeah, and I'm pretty sure that because she's here, she's identified as a woman. And
The teacher identified him as a man.
do you identify yourself as a woman?
Yeah.
So, and I'm pretty sure that there are other restrooms, and if you're not comfortable here, you can go to the other restroom. And I'm pretty sure that public safety can help you with that.
And we'll call public safety.
Oh, okay. Okay. What was your goal? Like, what were you trying to achieve in this?
I was trying to help her to wash her hands.
So you're trying to divert the situation away from Miranda to you. Okay. Did you think you achieved the goal? Would you do anything differently? Not really. Okay. Thank you. Now I'm going to program Tracy first. Okay. What was different about that scene?
So, you know, Ian, or this stranger, I mean, just, you know, not only distracted her, giving me a chance to dry my hands and sneak off, but kind of stood in between me and the person who was yelling at me. I got a little bit panicky at first because I don't know if this was going to turn into a fight. But eventually, like, you know, there was this stern but calm voice, so it didn't turn into a shouting match, thankfully. But, I mean, this easily could have gone a different way. You know, this was a bit of a wild card, but luckily this worked out in my favor. And
You're saying you feel safer.
yeah, because as I was walking out, I mouthed thank you to her.
That's great. Thank you. Okay, Lily. What was different about that scene? What was going on?
It was very strange to come into the bathroom and find Adam here. Because the woman with the dress on the door went through. So,
Interesting. Thank you. Okay, what was different about that scene?
It was way less hostile.
Yeah, it was. What did they do differently?
So,
I must agree. But like, in what kind of way did they speak? What was?
well, they advocated for Tracy's rights to, you know, be in the place that she's in and feel valued and feel, you know, part of the community. Tracy's respected. And hopefully, really received a bit of a kind of reality check and hopefully, like, gain some insight in that direction.
Does anybody have any like way of like doing the scene differently than either partner did? And where do you want this? You want to put it there again? Okay.
The girl.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Washing my hands.
Weren't you just in my health class?
Oh yeah, we're in health together, yeah.
Are you Adam?
No, that was a typo. The teachers got that wrong. We talked about it. My name is Tracy.
Oh, hi.
Okay. What was your goal?
Basically assert who I am and that I am Tracy and I'm not this Adam person that they're trying to insinuate I am. And the teacher got it wrong and I belong exactly in that room that I'm in. Because I'm the only person who can determine which room I go into.
So you did achieve your goal?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, would you do anything differently?
No. Maybe I would print a little more. It's hard when you wear a hat. Hard to do your hair.
Thank you very much. Lily, now, what was different about that scene?
Oh, she belongs in the bathroom, and I've had my name spelled out so they refuse to change it over to Lily still, so that happened.
Yes. So you felt like, oh, this misunderstanding, so.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but
Okay, Leanne, what do you feel about that scene?
I wasn't really paying attention, I just came in the bathroom.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything they want to share with this scene? You do? Okay. Ian? And you want to start from you?
Look, from where you want to call the screen.
Okay.
But first of all, I want to let you guys know that I am not really good at English, so I will talk really slowly to make sure you guys understand me.
Well, then,
Do you want to run now?
you're in the wrong restroom, and if you don't leave, I'm going to call security.
No, you don't have to do that. I'm leaving.
Wait. Hi, I'm Tom. Hi, what's your name?
We're Tracy.
But why do you have to run out? Like you are legally a female, and you are in a woman. So why do you have to run out? Yeah. So if you think you're still right, you go ahead and call security. But before you call security, I want to let you think about her mother feeling. So what do you think if your daughter is treated like this?
I don't
She's not. So think about your friends, your nephew, your niece, anything. Your related.
I want people to be in the right room.
But she's female. Is she not in the right room?
Are you female?
Do you want to see her ID? You will be
Somebody said ID.
I have some questions for you. Okay, what was your goal?
I want she to put herself in her family feeling. What if your people in your house, your best friend, your niece, your sister, featured at yes, asking. So what do you feel like? For example, if she treat like that and her mother show up. And so you think what kind of mother will feel when she saw her daughter running away for no reason? Did you achieve your goal? Yes, I think so, because she was like, she cannot like fight back immediately. She is a female and she in the woman room. So that would be wrong if she in the woman room. So I think that's it. Would you do anything differently? If I do? No, like would you like you? I like this scene. Would you do anything differently than what you did in the scene? No, I would think the same. Like maybe some just a situation. I would do something different. But I'm not sure if I should say this, but I like imagine. I don't support this, but I'm not hate it. Like, I'm like you, not me. I don't care like you know. I might be mean for saying this, but like she do completely wrong things, and she not doing anything wrong. Maybe she trans, but she's nice person. You are straight, but you are mean person. So which one you gonna be? Of course, I'm gonna be on the nice person side, right? So I don't care about the gender, where you from, how old you are. I care about like how you are. Like, I don't know how to say that. Or like yes, personality. Yeah, I care about that. Thank you.
Tracy, how was that for you?
It was, could have gone worse, really. I didn't get to wash my hands before I shook her hands. I felt a little bad about that. And what she said really was advocating for me from a very, like, trying to get sympathy, empathy. And I like that. A part of me, though, wishes that I was facing the other side, like near the door, so that way if things got worse or escalated, I could kind of get out of the way. So, you know, maybe if I was like rotated,
Okay,
then that would be
thank you, Tracy.
yes.
Okay, Lily, how was that for you?
It was fine. It was a little confusing. The whole situation was a little confusing, though. I mean, if she's a woman, then she should be in the woman's room, but I'm not really sure how that works. In this kind of situation, the technicalities hit me a bit. So I don't want to make anybody feel bad, but I want to feel safe too. So.
Thank you, Lily. Okay, does anybody else want to do this scene?
Well, I was gonna ask some questions too about what we saw. Like, what was the strategy that was used in this situation by our new Kean? What strategy did they take in doing this intervention?
Kind of diffuse the situation, make it less hostile.
Mm-hmm. And how did they do that? What did they say?
Try to relate it to, like, what if it was somebody, a member of your family or something
Bingo.
along those lines?
Yeah, they tried to give them a moment to like rethink the situation and humanize them. So, and I think that's a really important step because it's really easy in situations like this to just objectify and see someone as a target rather than someone as a person. And they took the time to like think about this, think about what you're doing, think about this is someone's daughter. This is someone's sister, this is someone's, you know, and contextualized it. And that's honestly, like, in the heat of the moment, like, it's not easy to do that. So I wanted to make sure that we called it out kind of explicitly so that we can start seeing, like, in terms of strategy and approach, that we can be like, okay, there's an idea that I can work with, kind of thing. So That's why I wanted to stop it and just kind of talk about that for a moment. Otherwise, you did really wonderful. So, does anybody else have something they want to try in this restroom moment? Like a banner, anything you want, blow a horn, blow a whistle, do a dance. It's about rehearsing. It's about trying things out. You never know. If not, I think we should move ahead to the party. All right, we'll roll on to the party. Awesome. So, in terms of while they're getting set up for the party, so what are we seeing in terms of people's approaches and the outcomes? What have we seen tonight that has been useful, that has made Tracy feel better about things? Let's start there. What have we seen so far that has put Tracy in a better frame of mind? Can we recall those things? Yeah.
Well, there's been advocacy for Tracy. Stepping up and trying to diffuse the situation so Tracy's not being actually attacked, or reframing the way that the attacker might be thinking to make it less hostile towards Tracy.
So some reframing, some contextualizing.
Yeah.
Have you seen people check in with Tracy at all in any of these?
The last bathroom scene.
Yeah, the last bathroom scene. So.
30-minute check-in.
Right. So yeah, that's another strategy in terms of like some of this is we want to make sure that Tracy feels like her voice can be brought into the conversation and things like that. So I would say in considering these things, like we're not only trying to kind of make sure that the antagonist is kind of learning something about it and possibly can be toned down, but we also should kind of think about, empathetically about the person who's experiencing it too. Not that we have not, but I'm just trying to, once again, be explicit about things of like, and in terms of if we're going to choose one or the other, which one should we go with? What do you think in terms of any of these situations? Yeah.
I'm a fan of Tracy's moment of power at the sink when she was washing her hands, and she really just kind of, no, I'm in the right place. There's no question about that. So Tracy had a bit of confidence there, and I think that kind of confidence really put Lily in her place, and this situation didn't escalate.
Nice. So take that space.
Yeah. Just have a confidence to like speak up and be you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you think that all trans people are in that place? Right. Nor can I. So it's a question to kind of pose, because absolutely I agree with you, and at the same time, we're here to work all angles. So I want to kind of bring that out too. And I think some of the things to kind of point out is also safety. And I think that's something I want to be explicit about too, is I think ultimately we should think about safety in all things for folks. So with that, I'm going to let this run and stop it whenever, wherever you think you can stop it, change it. Here we go. On to the party.
Hey, don't worry about it. You've had a bad day. You just need to make some friends. I mean, now that you are a girl, you can start with a fresh slate, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know if I want to be around so many people at once. Is it going to be safe?
I put in a good word about you. Don't worry. They will all love you. I promise. Hey, good to see you.
Hi.
Sorry, I would like to meet Tracy. Tracy, Fortier here. Tracy.
Did I see you at school earlier?
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh, I think you have introductions done already. Why don't you get to know Fortier while I grab us some drinks? What are refreshments?
They're over there. Let's go.
So,
Not much, just trying to get over a bad day.
don't worry about it. Just gotta have some fun.
Fair enough.
So, I hear you used to be a guy.
What?
Yeah, you know.
Stop. A third person
Sure,
situation?
absolutely, absolutely. Where should we roll it back to?
Last comment.
So, so what's up?
I was just trying to get over a bad day.
Oh yeah, no worries. Just gotta have some drinks. You got a drink?
Do I drink? No, I haven't drank anything.
You don't drink?
No.
Then why are you here?
I'm flipping his drink over here. Your support.
That's not fun.
We need to have another drink.
Not here, here. I mean, like, hold up, I got this.
Wait, you have tea.
Corey, what are you doing?
What?
Here.
Why don't you drink it, buddy?
Okay. Cool. So, excuse me. So I hear you used to be a guy.
Wait, what?
Corey, I think that's a terrible question. It's really, you should probably have another drink. And, why don't you come over here and have a chat with me for a second? Don't mind this for a minute, please.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay. I think Corey's having a little bit of a problem maintaining social boundaries and speaking with people. It's possible you've had a little bit too much to drink. Have you had too much to drink, again, Corey?
I don't think so.
Hey, we're good. You guys just got a new place together, right?
Yeah.
I'm not really into drinking like this, you guys your friends.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You guys can show me around and have some coffee.
Don't take that party away. There's hardly anyone here.
You're all good with the party on your own, Corey.
Are you comfortable if I talk to them first? Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So, what changed? What did this new party goer bring to the table or to the party? What did you see? Let's go through it. Let's be explicit. Let's call it out.
Corey's a douche, and the new party goer called him out on that.
The party goer called him out a little bit, and they did a whole lot of stuff. So I kind of want to go through it piece by piece. That's a nice broad stroke, but I think it's important in understanding it. Like, let's look at all of the moves, because there were a lot of moves. Yeah.
So I saw Cole start by kind of like physically stepping in and inviting, and like naming the comment as inappropriate, and then also immediately suggesting that Corey step over here and talk to me so that Tracy was immediately able to just step out of the situation if she wanted to.
So an interruption, kind of a redirection, which gave Tracy some space. And then what happened from there? What else did you see? We're just kind of walking through it because there was a lot to it. Thank you for that too.
Allowing Corey to be the douche and continue to like force drinks on people who didn't want it, who stated that they didn't want it, but still denied the drink when offered, so Corey kept it. It was nice to see the, standing your ground, not just, oh, I'm going to hang on to this, but I'm not going to drink it to appease him. It's standing your ground and saying, no, I don't actually want it. So
Keeping that boundary
Yeah.
in place. Nice. And then how did it all finish up? How did we see the wrap up on this one?
Well, didn't the balance of power just shift and the sane people decided to go somewhere else? And
Yeah, we saw Cole, party goer, and Tracy and Luca put on out. So that's how we saw it play out. So we saw separation and just off. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Call out all the pieces. So now we'll come to you, Claire. So first of all, what was your goal or your hope in coming up here?
I'm sure that I had a couple just to like support Tracy and just be like douchebag police, I guess.
Okay. Okay, coming up with police in the area. How do you feel with the outcome?
It was a good outcome. Took alcohol out of the situation. That tends to escalate things sometimes, like people getting too drunk or, you know, people are obnoxious and drunk. It's best to just kind of like part ways and not try and talk sense into the drunk person.
Right. Yeah. Great. Thank you. Go down the line, and you can sit down if you want. You can hang out if you want. It's a party. So Luca, you saw, the other party goer Cole come up here and do some things. I'm kind of curious because you ended up coming over. So what was your take on the situation?
Yeah. I was with Kian right there with the drinks, and we were talking. I saw Corey coming, and something was off. I don't know. Things were escalating, and I saw Tracy's face, and she was a bit like red and kind of pressure about something. I didn't know what was going on, so I talked to Kian to like come over and say, I don't know what's going on, so just let's go check it out.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
And Corey, this was a completely different situation than the first. I mean, did you get what they were kind of laying out for you?
All I got was this person came in and single-handedly killed the party. So now I'm gonna have to see if I can pull strings and find another party. And I don't know. I mean, I think I'm good to drive, but
Okay. So Keen, I noticed you were definitely kind of on the mission with Luca when you came back up here. What was going through your head when those things were happening?
Well, I mean, as they came over closer to the table, I started to hear some stuff that was kind of weird, so I thought we should just come over here and check it out. It's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah. How did you feel about them then kind of leaving it to
They left me. It pissed me off.
No.
I wanted to go to the hospital.
Okay. You next. And I definitely want to come over here to you, Tracy. So, in terms of the first time through and this time through, what were your thoughts on the change?
Well, I'm really glad that Cole, that moment of, hey, let's go have a talk aside. That was a really good idea. So close, almost worked. Wish it did. And once Cole realized that failed, the whole, hey, let's head out thing, that worked. And that's, I'm glad that Cole was nimble on that.
Nice. Okay. Thank you for that.
Oh, and also, I think it also gave Corey an opportunity to sort of broadcast how much of an ass he was being, rather than be kind of covert about it. From the getting drinks and everything to the pushing it on people. And I think that, almost made it worse to make it better.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm kind of curious, but I mean, Luca and Kian, was that part of what made you suspicious?
Seeing Corey come in, I was trying to talk to him, and he was like really mad. He didn't even kind of talk to me or something. He was like, I'm getting the drinks, and I'm like, I'm okay. So I was like, what is going on? So I looked over and the new person was with them, and what's going on? And so yeah, that was kind of the for me too. Okay, so that's fine.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for that. Great. So let's come back out here. Anybody else have an idea that they want to try at the party? In terms of from the beginning where they're talking outside all the way to the end where she leaves. Yeah?
Yeah.
Come on. So where would you like to bump in? Who would you like to go?
I guess I could start
Yeah, absolutely. So she's going to take over for Tracy, and what was that? He's going to take over for Tracy, and we'll replay the scene from that moment where you're left with Corey. Great. Okay. So Tracy will have a seat, and then Corey, you'll be with new Tracy. Boy Tracy.
What's up?
Hi.
So, how's it going?
It's been alright. Just, trying to get over a bad day.
Don't worry about it. Just gotta have some fun. Drink?
No, thank you.
So what brings you to the park?
Oh, my friend suggested that I just go out here and, try and get a social life.
That's cool. That's cool. But I heard you are going through some change. Some changes happening.
I mean, yeah. My friend and I became roommates.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I was thinking.
Hey, how you doing, Corey?
Yeah.
Hey, she is. I don't think we've met. How are you? I was bringing you a drink, but looks like we did too.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's up?
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad you came.
You good here?
Yeah.
We're having fun. We're having fun.
What are you doing there? Let's go. I don't know. Have some fun.
Let's go over there. Let's get some food.
Yeah, I guess that works.
So, hello. So, what was your goal coming up here? What did you want to do?
I was honestly just kind of prepared to just like instantly fire back like any sort of like invasive questions. I'm just like, I'm ready. But then, like eventually I noticed, oh, I actually don't need to do that because, other people are coming in and that kind of thing is, going off topic. So at the same time, I was kind of relieved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So your hopes were kind of dashed a little bit in terms of you were expecting to be like, ooh.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, and that got foiled by the drink speak.
Right.
Corey thought he was doing something good and turned out to get it as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So, and yeah, if you want to say, you can say. So Corey, that shifted from two back. So what? I'm gonna start with you, and then I'll kind of come to the others here. So, what was the big difference there for you?
I don't know. Like, I heard that a trainer was coming to the party, but like, I was thinking like, and like this person was kind of like, it's really different.
Okay. All right. So I want to come over to you two, because Corey, just expressed his feelings. So the two of you came over there and met new Tracy. What were your thoughts in kind of bringing the drink over there?
Well, I kind of ran into Tracy today in the bathroom, and I never met her. She seemed really uncomfortable, and then I was watching how she seemed really uncomfortable talking to Corey.
Okay.
So I just thought, I'd go over and kind of just walk over and tell her I was glad she came to the party and just make sure nothing was going on.
Okay. And what about you, Luca?
Well, actually, I don't know Corey too much, just barely. And when he did like thing, which is like, oh, you got him on there, and I was like, what's wrong with you? You've done good. I feel like you barely know. And then I saw Tracy kind of tense and kind of back away from Corey, and that made me think of I shouldn't leave my friend with someone I don't even know too much. So yeah, that's what it was like, you know what, let's go. Nothing else. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. What did you all see in that? What was the change? Yes.
Unintended, but Corey kind of got soft, you know? He was not as aggressive as he was in the initial situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that kind of changed the whole dynamic of it, really.
Mm-hmm.
Still a douche.
Yeah, it's still kind of douchey, but there wasn't like those blatant remarks where it's like, whoa, no, let's go back to that and talk about that.
Right.
So there wasn't like, it wasn't as rude.
Yeah. Okay. Agreed. And then we saw these two come over there, and just because they noticed they're seeing a lot of upset, and that seems to be kind of like the stimulus for that. Okay. So what types, like in terms of like looking at the entire play, I mean, and looking at, you know, people who either subtly or not so subtly cause problems. I mean, what are we seeing, you know, in terms of, you know, if you want to call it causing problems or oppression and things like that? What have we seen in terms of that? I just want to kind of have it listed out so that we're all like, okay, this happened and that happened.
Like what forms has it taken?
Yeah, what forms did it take?
So I saw well-intentioned people not being sensitive or attuned, like thinking of the instructor who's just really busy and trying to do their job, but causing harm by sticking with this one really rigid interpretation of how to do their job.
Right.
And I saw a lot of assumptions being made.
So kind of a little bit of an innocent foray into like, I had no idea, and then a little bit of education around that. So that's one level. And then we saw, you know, of course we saw what happened in the restroom. And I mean, did you get a sense of why that even happened in the restroom? In the original one?
It was a lot of assumptions based off of what one person said in the classroom. And it's not necessarily based on what reality is, but they hear one thing or they see one thing happen, and that's now what this person's identity is, regardless of what the person actually is.
Yeah.
And they have never gotten a chance to say who they actually are.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot in reality. Media tells people who they are all the time. Tells society who people are, and that may not even be the truth.
Right. Yeah. It's about sound bites and things like that. So yeah, we have someone who's making assumptions because they heard a bit of information that actually was private information, and then rolled with it, caused misunderstanding. And then the third problem, we're still kind of, you know, standing in the midst of. And what's the third issue?
I think I don't know if it's the third issue that you're going for, but just how events can escalate, how a terrible day at school can then lead to alcohol, and then like spending an evening in horrible company and potentially negative consequences, as opposed to just like maybe going home and like hanging at your place and it was good, and Tracy having a bit of a chat. And
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of possible outcomes in this. I want to just kind of list that out because we're kind of getting long in the tooth for the show, going a little long, and I want to get my actors off the hook because, believe it or not, they don't necessarily like doing this. So let's have all the actors come on up. And we'll line up right here. Here we go. And I like to do a thing at the end just to kind of, you know, give them some space. So repeat after me. I am not my character.
I am not my character.
My character is not me.
My character is not me.
That character off. And let's, you know, just we'll start at that end and tell us who you actually are and just a little bit about what it's like to do one of these performances.
My name is Katrina. Doing one of these performances can be extremely challenging. You have to stand up here and you have to be somebody that you don't agree with and you kind of sometimes hate. But it's a great gift because you also start to see that people that are mean and angry deserve love. That there are parts of them that are just like you and there are parts of them that are human. They've just been miseducated or the life experience that they've had have helped them form this opinion. And so yeah, it's taught me to love the people around me, even some of the worst people.
My name is Irena, not Luca. Even though I relate a little bit with the character, one of the things that IP or the Illumination project taught me was to be open to everything, every situation, every person. We are unique. We are not. Everyone is just different, and we have our pros and our cons and everything. So it's the way we approach to people and the way we show them our knowledge and emotions. It's the things that can change a situation or I don't know the personality even. So yeah, it's very rich experience. And thank you for all the interventions.
I'm Susie, I'm not Kian, and it's really hard for me to be up here and to play a character who doesn't say anything. Because I would be like, but I think one of the things that I've learned in IP is it's okay to step into that uncomfortable place. And it's better to speak up, even if it feels funny, even if it feels awkward, than to say nothing.
Yeah, so I'm Asher, not Corey. It's kind of funny to play Corey because I don't really go to parties, but I did grow up with bro code, so I've got a vague idea of how it's supposed to go down. And it's difficult to play that person. I'm grateful to everyone who's intervened for being really cool. And yeah, just hopefully it's been illuminating.
My name is Christy. I am not Lily nor Danny. People are very contradictory, and growth is hard and uneven. It is impossible to change people without reaching humanity inside of them, and it is impossible to want to reach people without realizing that humanity. It's easy to write people off as just a jerk, and tempting, very tempting. But it's really crucial not to. It's also really crucial to help people who are in danger. And doing IP has made me realize the importance of both of those things and look at ways to reconcile them, because you cannot be neutral. You absolutely cannot.
So my name is not Tracy. My name is Miranda, but I am a trans woman. And all of these scenes are based off of experiences that I have had in the past, and many other women trans women have also had. These are not unheard of. And going through Illumination Project, not only opening up to the cast and every audience that we play for, is absolutely just strengthening through adversity, because, you know, hearing and seeing and re-witnessing these awful things helps me stand up for myself and gives me tools to, you know, be confident and be myself. So.
thank you. Like, this would be nothing without you and your ideas and your interventions and your kindness or your not so kindness in getting things done. We applaud you for that. There are evaluations on your chairs. If you could please take some time to fill those out and give them to either Kate or Jessica or Melissa over there, or leave them by our books or something like that. We would really appreciate that. Also, if this seemed really interesting to you and you want to participate, we are currently accepting applications for the Illumination project for next year. So come on now. So if you're interested in that, I think there's some applications around. Let us know. Apply. Thank you.